You understand you're only allowed to film us from the knees down, right? It's a privacy security concern.
Okay, we're here with Ed and Tyler from Barenaked Ladies. We're outside the Colston Hall in Bristol, a couple of hours before kick-off of the UK Tour 2010. I'll start off by saying, guys, how great it is to see you back. Thank you for coming back to the UK once again.
Nice to be here, and it's nice to be in such a styling alleyway.
It's quite inspiring, actually, this alley.
Kind of like being in prison.
It's got everything I hold dear about my trips to Bristol all in one place.
This is the best part of this.
It really is.
Really is.
This is sort of where it all happens, from crack deals to prostitution.
So what have you done so far since you've been in the UK?
We had an interview with the BBC yesterday, which we consider sort of a warm-up to our interview with you, Liam. It was a pre-tape thing that'll air on the 13th before our show in London on the 15th at the Hammersmith Apollo. Got to stroll around London.
I saw Janelle Monáe yesterday.
In the Gap.
In the Gap, yeah, and she's like the future of soul music, man. She was absolutely incredible, and wandered around in London. Was completely shocked by the disappearance of the White City Council housing development.
Yeah, it's now a giant mall.
Yeah, a giant high-end posh
I wonder
mall
if Pete Townsend's going to release a new White City album all about the mall.
called
Westfield Center.
Westfield. Exactly.
So, and then you arrived in Bristol this morning, and Ed, I spoke to you earlier a little bit about your fingernail, but you're ready to rock. There's no problem.
I'm absolutely ready to rock. My fingernail is in tip-top shape. If only my neck wasn't so I'd be
Did you
good
not
to
find
go.
anyone to
I did. I went and got a massage at Keith James Physiotherapists up on...
Did it help?
It helped a little.
Yeah.
It wasn't a CD massage parlour then?
No, I
There's
wish.
quite a lot of them. Right?
Yeah, I wish. Would you give me a few addresses when...
Yeah, actually, can we wrap this up? I got to get to one of those CD massage parlors.
Yeah.
I walked around here today and enjoyed the sunshine and noticed that Britain is much like Canada. Britain is a different place when the sun is shining. And everyone was out in their finery. I saw guys in flip-flops.
Yeah.
I felt at home with my Hawaiian shirt and yoga pants, whereas normally in the UK, look at that guy. Terrible. Awful.
Horrible.
And put some trousers on.
Horrible.
But today was nice, and also cheap movies on DVD. I bought Moon. Well, no, they're original, unopened copies. I bought Moon for $5 and Bronson, which is my current favorite movie, for £7. I said bucks, I meant pounds.
You mean Death Wish, starring Bronson, right?
Well, that's my favorite movie ever.
Yeah. Do you like Jesus Punk? Are you gonna meet him?
So you have 13 dates coming up on this tour.
Yeah.
Starting tonight, ending in Dublin on the 26th.
Not technically part of the UK, if I'm to understand.
The EU.
EU, yeah. So what should we expect? What kind of stuff are you bringing along to the show? Do you have the LED lights?
I wish we had the LED lights.
That's something that we debated, I think, right until the last possible moment. Only so much room in the truck. The beauty of them is they save you money because they use about a tenth of the power of a normal incandescent rig. But shipping the money saver costs us a lot of money, so we didn't do it, and space. So hopefully Scott has something up his sleeve to make us look as though we were under LED lights. He's just going to strobe the hell out of the incandescents.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favourite memory of playing in the UK?
I'll tell you my favorite memory of Bristol, specifically, was walking way up Park Road, and then up and to the left, there's this old tower with this fantastic... What's it called? It's like it projects the image of the landscape inside the tower.
Oh, it's a camera obscura.
A camera obscura. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I think I went there when I was maybe 7 or 8 on the school field.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's this huge tower with a parabolic mirror, a mirror on top that reflects down to a parabolic mirror in the building, which then projects the image of the city into a sort of dome-shaped basin.
Nice.
And there's all this, written history about how magical this would have been to people 100 years ago. And I'm like, it's fucking magical right now. It's currently magical.
It's good.
It's
Magic
really cool.
has no expiry date.
Yeah, it's still an amazing thing to look at.
So that's your Bristol highlight up until today.
I had a Cornish pasty.
Yeah?
Although we're nowhere near Cornwall, are we?
Not particularly.
No, but I had a pasty. There's a pasty shop, and it was chicken balti. So inside was a lovely curry concoction, potatoes and chicken, carrots, and it was quite nice. They're really low-cal, those pasties.
Yeah.
Which would take an entire loaf of bread, compact it into a small little crescent shape, and fill it with deliciousness.
Gravy.
Yeah. Fill it with gravy.
I would have to say all-time favorite memories of the UK are the festival shows here. Whether it's Glastonbury or Reading or Woolmat or
Phoenix.
Phoenix Festival or Tea in the Park. The festivals here are like nowhere else in the world. And the fans here are such seasoned concert goers.
Pros.
Yeah, they're pros. The fans are pros here. They're so experienced and they get subject to such a wide variety of music. It's just a pleasure to play over here.
I've read a few things on various forums about the North American shows for the season, and there seems to be a bit of an issue arising about people standing, especially when you have people like Mike, who's here tonight in the German.
Yeah.
He's very tall.
He's very friendly,
yeah,
too.
Well, he's lovely. Yeah.
He's a lovely bloke.
I'm doing all the shows with him. It's going to look like the oddest combination because I'm down here and he's there.
A friendly German giant.
You should sit on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Or actually, you should perch on one shoulder. And he should wear an eye patch.
So I was going to ask, do you prefer it perhaps over here where everyone is already standing and it can be a bit more rowdy?
It's funny, the standing issue is the biggest in our home country in Canada, right? People freak out if you stand up and dance.
Yeah.
And we almost have to say, it's okay, people, to do that. It's like the joke, right? How do you get a bunch of rowdy Canadians out of a swimming pool? Ask.
It's always more exciting for us to see people up and dancing. Always.
In the U.S., it's not so much a problem. It's sort of an ethic there from the first downbeat they're up. I like in our show, though, there's ebbs and flows in terms of the energy of the songs or the mood of the songs, so people can sit down if they want, take a breather. Because I know when I stand for a whole concert, I'm an old guy, so I like to sit down. But I hate it to be an issue. I don't want the audience to be mad at each other. It's not TV. You're at a live. People should be free to be able to do what they want to do.
Enjoy it in their own way.
Yeah. And over here, there's a lot of.
The problem
unseen
is
venues.
what happens is a bunch of people stand up and then they're obscuring the view of people who don't want to stand up.
Right.
And then people think, oh, I paid a lot of money for this ticket. I didn't pay to look at your ass.
Although I might.
I
Depending
would
on the
pay.
ass. Yeah, depending on
I
the
would
ass.
pay
could
to
be
look at a
wiggable.
good ass
Yeah.
all night, wiggling to good music that I like.
That's money well spent.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'd rather look at a really fine ass and enjoy some music than look at us guys.
Yeah, true.
And
So-
how does it feel when you see the familiar asses, the ones that come out to every show or series of shows?
Again, it depends on the asses.
Yeah, absolutely.
It depends on the individual ass.
We're not gonna get into
Michael,
names
who you
here.
mentioned, the very tall German, he's a very well-proportioned gentleman.
Yeah.
He's tall, but he's well built for his height. He's like an action figure. He's perfect size.
German action figures.
Yeah, he's like human being size XL.
He's like a Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, but not all muscular. He's more gentle.
Was Dolph German?
I believe so.
Because Schwarzenegger's Austrian.
Yes.
And the governor of California.
Yes.
What was that film we watched? With that
Predator.
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten Cop.
Small but humor.
I prefer the porn version, Kindergarten.
Yes.
It's a fantastic film.
Incredible. Honey, I humped the kids. Yes, this interview is not being aired on BNL UK. Been banned on YouTube.
So throughout the BNLK website, over the last couple of episodes, I ran a tournament. It's a song tournament. It's
Yes.
like a geeky thing. Have you heard what the winner was?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I have. When I Fall was the winner.
That's correct,
Yeah.
Wow, you're learned in the ways of BNL UK.
That's what the beauty of Twitter, my young friend.
My young Jedi.
Is that a
Yes.
surprising choice?
Yeah. Is it just people in the UK or is that people all over
Yeah,
the
it was
place?
specifically for the UK forum.
So what did it win and what does it mean?
it didn't win anything, so ultimately it's meaningless, I guess. But it's the
like a
UK's,
tournament.
yeah, it's the UK's favourite Barenaked Ladies song
You know,
officially.
Wow, we
Battle
should
of
play
the
it.
Song then.
Yeah, perhaps.
I'd forgotten about that.
It's a great tune.
It is a great tune. It's one of those tunes too that kind of like took on a life of its own. It wasn't a single, you know. And back in the days when we had singles that were, you know, the most prominent thing that people were hearing, like, you know, the days of the old apartment or Brian Wilson, things like that. And then When I Fall, I remember once we played it in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the place went crazy. It got one of the biggest reactions of the night, and then it was kind of it went on to be sort of a bubbly minor hit in Raleigh, etc. Mm-hmm. It's just one of those songs that I think captures people's imagination, and also it's just obscure enough for it to be you know, popular amongst the hardcores, and it's accessible enough for the, you know, the newbies to like as well. So it's kind of an
I
interesting.
think it's also the kind of song that a Barenaked Ladies fan would play somebody to go, oh, they're not what you think they are.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I think it's that kind of song that.
Yeah. Well, it'd be great to hear it maybe a few times on the tour.
Well, we'll do it.
It's
We'll do it.
popular.
We could fire that in as an encore as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for doing the demographic research we require
Yes.
in order to switch things up every
We
so
like to
often.
keep our customers happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's just a lot of chatter on the forum, obviously, about the upcoming shows, and me and my friend Gary decided we'll find out what the UK's favourite song is, and that was it.
Cool.
It's great.
We
It's
have
cool.
a few questions also from the same forum that came in, if you don't mind me asking.
No problem.
Okay, a couple of quick ones. Actually, something from Facebook. There's a small but dedicated following who would like to see you in kilts for the Scottish shows. Now, I don't know whether that's something you can
Is that
say.
Kirsty asking?
I think Kirsty might be in that.
Well, see, the problem is, if we were to go in kilts, we'd want to go traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's too much jumping around.
Yeah.
And they're just, you know, there's
We need
kids
a heavy-
at some of those shows.
You need a heavy sporran.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a heavy sporran. What you been needing that for? Anyway, the kilt thing. The only thing I would think is that you go out there, the audience that want, the people on the forum who want it, you go out. Oh, that's great. And everyone else.
Yeah, it's sort
Who
of
do
like,
they think they are?
yeah.
You know, it would be
it's like a Scottish band playing in Canada and dressing as Mounties,
they're coming, yeah,
wearing hockey
or
gear.
toques,
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Courier de Bois gear.
I haven't rocked my kilt in a number. Well, I think my sister's wedding's the last time.
Tyler's
I
the
rocked
only
kilt.
one of us who has a formal kilt,
That's right. That's right. The black.
but I don't believe you have it with you.
I don't. No.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen, unfortunately.
Worth asking.
Yes.
Another popular question was about the recordings of the shows. Is that a no-go this time around?
I think Robin's recording them all, but we don't have the full Pro Tools rig that we used to bring around.
I think eventually these things are going to either show up or what have you.
They're being recorded to a small multi-track rig so that they can be mixed later, but none of them are going to be available right away.
But perhaps in the future.
Yes. Yeah.
A couple of last questions. I know you've been asked this a few times, having seen interviews. Paul McCartney, I know you don't know where. Do you believe the quote? Do you know where the quote was from?
I want to believe the quote, but I have no idea if he actually said it. It came via somebody else, of course. Very flattering if it was something he actually said, but I've never seen it attributed directly to him.
I don't know what the original website was.
It may have just been a Paul McCartney who said it, not the Paul McCartney.
Actually, it was Paul McDurtney. He's just this dude who hangs out in pubs. Paul McDurtney. Yeah, that'd be nice, sure. You know, and the thing is, I think our skepticism was so healthy that we never really even followed up on it.
I was going to say, you're on his stomping ground now, so perhaps you could chase it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps.
Okay, I think that was all the questions. Thanks very much for spending time with me.
Hey, anytime,
Thanks,
Liam.
Liam. Thanks for
Thank
doing
you.
thanks for doing the site. We really appreciate
Have you
it.
seen the site?
I've seen the site.
Okay.
Nice.
Good luck on the tour.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For some reason, it's BN Luck. What is it? .co.uk. .net. .net. What is it? .net. BNluck.net.